Hey, happy Saturday, and welcome to my kitchen. I am your host, Hillary, with Healthy Eats with Hillary, and today we are going to be doing a walnuts apple salmon croquette salad. That's what we're doing today. We're doing a walnut apple salmon croquette salad, and I am looking forward to what this salad is going to taste like, what this salad is going to um, feel like to my palate, because I'm palate sensitive to certain foods and textures. My palate, if it doesn't line up with the palate, it just doesn't agree with it at all. So let me get my music going here, and we're going to get our hands washed, and we're going to enjoy this Saturday evening. I wasn't going to do anything today, but my plans changed, so I'm doing a live today. Welcome to my show. All right. Excuse me 1 second. All right, get those hands washed. Today we're doing a walnut apple salmon croquette salad. Happy Saturday, everyone. Uh-oh, sorry. I had to send something to somebody. So forgive me. Send something to somebody. So trying to get this sent off. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Trying to forward this. And y'all give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I should have did this first and I didn't. All right. Walnut. All right, so I got that sent. All right, I can go back to
Thanks
the
again for sending me
music.
the money so I can buy this slow cooker.
Y'all,
You recently made it easy to
excuse me.
send money to your account.
All right. All right. All right, I got a lot going this morning, so forgive me. All right, so we got our hands washed. I got my last message sent. All right. So we're going to get started with our apple, and we're going to put that onto the heat and get the apples going. And then as we get the apples going, we're going to get our salmon croquette going. All right. Got my little opener music going here. Scrub our bowls. So one bowl is going to be for the apple, and the other bowl is going to be for the salmon. Let's get our heat going here. We'll set this up here, and I'm going to grab our small saucepan. So in the small saucepan is what we're going to put our apples in. All right, we got our heat going. Let's get that closed up here. Last night I was at my Archbishop and First Lady house in Bishop and First Lady. They actually made these. So I'm using some fresh homemade canned apples in this recipe on this morning. I'm going to take my spoon, grab a little butter, and we're going to put this into our saucepan. All right. Take just a little bit of butter, put that in there. We're going to put just a little bit of butter in our skillet for those croquettes, for that salad. Go ahead and get that in there. All right, the butter that I'm using is a Smart Balance butter that supports healthy cholesterol levels. It is 80 calories. It has 12% total fat, no trans fat, 12% saturated fat. And remember, the trans fat is the fat that you want to make sure that you're washing. No protein, no cholesterol. I'm going to set this back here. All right, so I'm going to scoop out some apples. I'm going to put those in that skillet. Just a little bit more in there. And these are fresh homemade apples. Fresh homemade apples. All right, let's open up our salmon. And you guys have seen me do a salmon croquette before. And so this is the Alaskan salmon. I'm gonna get this opened up here. I'm gonna grab another spoon. All right. Getting that dump in the bowl here. Let me turn this so you can see what I'm doing. All right. How's everyone's Saturday going? So we got our salmon dumped in there. This is 15 grams of protein, 70 calories per pack. And that's that. And 70 calories per pack. So it's 140 calories. Because I used 2 packs. And you will have 30 grams of protein, no carbohydrates, and 1 gram of total fat. There's no trans fat, and there's no saturated fat in that. Let's grab our egg. And we're going to grab our measuring cups. Because we're going to use our little measuring cups on this morning for the walnuts and the flaxseed meal. So I'm cracking that in there. All right, so we got our egg cracked. And we're going to use just 1/4 cup of the flaxseed meal. And we have our 1/4 cup here. Just going to take a little scoop. And I'm going to put this inside of the salmon. And this is flaxseed meal. Organic golden flaxseed meal. And you can actually use this as an egg as well. If you take 3 tablespoons of water for each egg that's needed and 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal, you can utilize this as an egg instead of an actual egg. We're going to get this stirred up in here. Got those apples on cooking. All right, so we got our croquette coming together here. And our butter is starting to come to a melt. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with some apples. I'm going to take some walnuts. And I'm going to grab my cutting board. I'm going to chop some of these walnuts down. And those walnuts are going to go in with that apple skillet. I'm going to set them to the side. I'm going to grab my big knife here. With my big knife, I'm going to set my croquette to the side for a minute. I got one more ingredient to put into the croquette, but I want to go ahead and get these walnuts chopped down so that I can get them in the skillet and they begin to actually cook and caramelize with those apples. So getting these nuts chopped here. Chopping these walnuts down. I don't mind having walnuts in a salad, just as long as it's chopped down and it's not like a whole chunk of walnut. Like mine kind of fine, where they're chopped down some. All right, so I got those walnuts chopped down. I'm going to put these in with the apples. So I'm putting those chopped walnuts in with those fresh apples. All right, so we got that going here. Hey, Sash. Good morning. Happy Saturday. All right, got that going. All right, so now we're going to put one more thing into the salmon croquette. We're going to put a little onion in here. I'm going to wash my cutting board off. I'm going to grab my knife real quick. I'm going to wash these nuts off of this cutting board. Spray that. Grab my little brush still here. And then we're going to get this onion added into the croquette mix. And we got those apples starting to cook. Got walnuts on the stove. I don't want that burning. All right. So we got the apples cooking. We got our skillet ready for the croquette to go into. We're going to reduce the heat just a little bit. We're going to bring it down to a slow cook so that that butter doesn't get overheated and burn. All right, so I got my onion cut up. I'll set this to the side. I'm going to chop this onion. I'm going to put this onion into this croquette. I know some people use two hands to chop with, but when you have an idea of how fine you want it to go, I do eye estimations. Eye it. All right, so I got that in here. Let's get this sprayed down. Got that in the sink. So now we're going to stir our onion into our croquette mix. All right, got our onion and the croquette, and that is going to pull together beautifully with that apple walnut and that kale. So I'm getting ready to pull up one scoop here. That goes in the skillet. Then our second patty. Just gonna dump this in here. And we got our salmon croquettes going. I didn't press mine out in a patty because I don't like nothing wet on my hands. So when it comes down to wet meat, I'm not the person. I will put in a bowl and learn to master the use of spoons before I just have wet meat on my hand. Pat, not wet meat. So we got our croquettes going. We got our apples going. We're going to plate our salad mix here. Kale, I'm going to get these dishes washed up. Because you know the motto here, we do what? We what? Cook clean so we can what? Eat clean. And we eat clean because we what? Cook clean. Always remember that. All right, let's get our cutting board washed up here. And get that in the dishwasher. All right, that croquette is starting to cook, and it is smelling heavenly. Smelling heavenly. All right, got these spoons getting cleaned up. Putting them in the dishwasher. Wash our knife up. And let's put this in the dishwasher too. Oh, forgot my little cup. A little measuring cup. All right. So we're going to put that to the side. All right, here. Let's wipe our counter down. Wipe our counter down. So does anybody want to share their Saturday plans? Anybody have any plans for Saturday? Anybody going anywhere, doing anything? Got anything special? Sorry, I walked off camera, so I'm going to bring you over here. Look at the salmon croquette. I didn't use a spray. I actually used a butter. I used the Smart Balance butter. Look at that. Look at that croquette of the salmon. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That is a beautiful salmon croquette. That is simply beautiful. And we got our apples here. Put that spatula down. I'm going to grab a spoon. Look at that. So we got our apples and walnuts cooking. And this is going to go in the salad with the salmon croquette. Oh, on the dishes. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a Dawn Power Wash spray. Is what that is. And I live by that spray. I love that Dawn Power Wash spray. I can't run out of that stuff. I can't. I sometimes will buy 2 or 3 bottles of it, and they even have the refill to where all you have to do is just buy the base part and not the whole unit. And it's a Dawn Platinum Power Wash. And you spray, wipe, and rinse. I love this stuff. You're all under a tornado watch. Oh, wow. Y'all be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. So we're getting ready to plate it. That is my favorite line. Plate it. Now I'm going to do something kind of unique. So I have some of this sugar and apple. Sorry, this sugar, cinnamon sugar mix from the apple pie cupcakes I made on yesterday. And I'm going to take 1 tablespoon. And I'm just going to sprinkle this in here. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit. Because our croquettes are starting to come to a place where, what am I doing? They're starting to come to a place where you can take them out. So I'm going to put everything back up so that we can get ready to plate it. All right. And we're going to do a lemonade today. We're going to do a lemonade is what we're going to have for our beverage today. So I'm going to grab my glass. And we're going to pop open some lemonade here. This is low-cal lemonade. I wasted it. Didn't mean to do that. All right. All right. Let's grab us a fork. And we're going to get ready to add our kale to our plate. All right. Those apples are cooking really, really good. And once again, these are homemade apples. These are canned apples that we're putting on this salad. And my Archbishop and First Lady, they canned these. And I received these from them. And I have several recipes in my head to utilize these apples for. All right, so we're going to get these croquettes flipped over one more time. And we're going to get ready to plate this onto our kale salad. I'm going to show you what these croquettes are looking like now. Look at that. That looks super, super lovely, and it's smelling good. And the apples are going to come well together with the kale on this salad. All right, so we have our kale mix here. I'm going to take a measuring cup. Remember, we're doing low carb, low cal, so we have to do portion control as well. We got to watch our portion sizes. Then, like sometimes we think because we have a big salad, we're eating healthy, but the calories in salad actually add up. And this bag is 180 calories per serving, and you get 3 servings out of here. So I'm not making a big salad. I'm making a salad based upon the serving size. So it will equal 180 calories. So my plate will not be covered with the salad mix because I only used an actual cup, 1 full cup, to get the actual serving size. And you get 3.5 servings out of this pack of salad mix. And I'm going to show you what 1 serving of salad looks like. This is truly 1 serving of salad. You see it doesn't cover the whole plate. You see that it's in moderation. So when we're buying salads and they have them in those containers, they're actually giving you more than 1 cup. Sometimes it may be 2 cups of salad or 3 cups of salad in that container. But this is a serving size of salad. So we got that there. I'm going to turn the heat off. And we're going to reduce the heat on those apples. And they are perfect. I'm going to show you what I'm fixing to do with the apples and the croquette. So let me know when you're ready. So we're going to take our apples here. We're going to take them from the heat. And as we take the apples from the heat, we have our apples cooked here, as you can see, with the walnuts in it. And we're going to glaze our salad just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit because we have 2 salmon croquettes. So this is 2 serving sizes. It's 2 serving sizes. You don't use all of it. You have 2 serving sizes. Enough for a small rabbit. All right. So we're going to put that in there. I'm going to take our next spatula and we're going to grab one of our salmon croquettes. And we're going to place that on top of our kale apple. Put that back over here. And we're going to get ready to dig into our salad for today. And voila, there you have it. Your walnut apple salmon croquette kale salad. Low carb, low cal, low carb, low cal. Let me grab a picture so that I can make sure that I post this. Because they always ask for thumbnail. And adding a thumbnail to this has been most helpful. It has been very most helpful, very most helpful. So let me grab a quick picture. And then we're going to try our salad and see how our salad tastes for today. Let me get a good picture here. And let me grab my flowers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fancy like that. I am fancy like that. Or I like making sure I got too much stuff in the background here. Let's move some of this stuff up. And I'm going to grab a quick picture. And then we're going to dig into our salad. I'm loving the smells of that salmon. I am loving the smells of that. I'm sorry, guys. All right, there we go. And that is a beautiful picture. One more. All right. So we got our picture taken for our thumbnail. For the video, I can set my kitchen stuff back down. All right. Put my flowers back up here. And we're going to try our salad, our apple walnuts salmon croquette salad. Let me get my closers up here. And y'all already know, Sounds of Blackness. Sounds of Blackness is my closing song. All right. That is really good. Love it. Wow. This is so good. That is really good. I didn't put the poppy seed dressing on it because the apples take the place of the dressing, keeping the calories down. So for me, it doesn't need any dressing at all. This is really good. I got Brussels sprouts in here. That is really good. That is a good one. Really good. I love it. Really good. So happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to today's show, Healthy Eats with Hillary. Try this walnuts apple salmon croquette kale salad, and trust me, you will love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday, where I'm going to be doing a pear buttered roll shrimp. We're going to have some carrots on the side with the shrimp. I'm going to do a broccoli crown. Normally I do the broccolini. We're going to do a broccoli and cheese. I'm going to be utilizing the broccoli crown, and we're going to have carrots. And with those carrots, we're going to have our what? French onion dip. Love that stuff. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. God bless you. I've been your host. If you want this recipe and many others that you've seen in the shorts, as well as on the lives, email me at healthyeatswithhillary@gmail.com. God bless you and have a wonderful weekend.